family, like Mom and Rob and Jacob, and then you. And I did the dogs. See, there's little Dexter right here. He's a little pain in the ass.
Here's mine.
And then there's little Max. Hi, Max. And then now Dexter, because he's now jealous. Dad's out, doing the lawn right now. But, yeah, now you got to meet one of the family members.
Yay.
Yep. Hi, Grandma.
Hi. Oh, hush.
Yeah. I was telling them about, like, when the dogs go out at, like, 2 in the morning to go potty, like, late-night potty, and how they bark at 2 in the morning over the littlest things, and the neighbors get really, really pissed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was telling them about that. It's hot. I could have told you that, Grandma. She's having leftover chicken enchiladas.
Healthy for me.
Yep, it's healthy for her.
They will bark at a leaf blowing 3 blocks away.
Yeah, no shit. They really do.
Chihuahuas are barking.
And pugs are lazy asses.
Well, so is my chihuahua right now.
Yeah. So, anyway, gotta go do the vlog. Oh,
Yeah. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you for coming down.
Uh-huh. So, yep. So you got to meet Grandma. Grandmama. Nana. We just call her Grandma. We've called her that for years and years and years. Okay. So, this is where my parents sleep, my stepdad and my mom. They got the biggest room here. And then I just go to the adjacent room. That's my room. But y'all got to meet Grandma and, the dogs. Got to find out that, my little man, Dexter, he's with Grandma right now. So is Max. But yeah, I'm going to take you guys, down the road to the school. I'm going to go for a walk and, talk to y'all guys. Yeah. I only have like 8 subscribers. Like, I need more subscribers. Y'all all gotta subscribe, people. Subscribe. I'll be back in like a few minutes. There's Dad. What?
Are you going to the school?
Yeah, just for a few minutes.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too. Oh, we got a lot of people. Holy jeez. That's a lot of peeps. So, yeah, I'm also wearing wooden shoes. These are actually really made out of wood. So, yeah. Ooh, it's bright outside. So, I'm only taking you guys up the road because I live right down the road from Harvard Elementary. And I go there when, I'm not running into people. So, yeah. I figured today's a nice summer day, so why not do my vlogging outside? The one place to do it at is Harvard Elementary. Not sure if there's really going to be people there, though, so it might be a little bit awkward doing it. But, oh well, you know what? I don't care. So, yeah. Just in really pretty clothes. Have my fiance's bracelet she sent me, and her necklace too. Well, my necklace she sent me. She has the other half to it. I think I did tell you guys that though. So here's the deal. I'm now going to be doing my vlogging daily instead of every 3 days, because I feel that you guys are supposed to, be going through my life, daily, what's happening, and I want to make sure that, you guys are, not doing all the updating and the crazy things, like waiting every 3 days for me to upload the videos, So I'm just wanting to do this with you guys and show you guys my life. Oh, finally I get out of the damn sun. Oh, there's a really nice breeze. As I was saying, yeah. So, I am updating my blog, and I have decided that in a year and a half, I'm going to try to have my first baby. Haven't really told my family that yet, except for my stepdad. And I chose this because I will still be in school, and training to be a CNA. And I don't have to worry about losing my job, And, Louise, she did want me to wait because of that, but I really want to do this while I'm in school, so that way once I have a job, I'll be on my meds. So, that's always, something that you have to, think about when you're wanting a kid, and, you have mental illnesses, and you just want to, you just want to make sure your kid doesn't have birth defects, So, it's something that you really got to watch out for. And, oh, nobody's here. Wow. Literally nobody is here. Anyway. So when really you're wanting to have a child, you really have to think about what's best for the baby. So yeah, I'm on medicine. But, I would have to go off my meds for 9 months. And I can't really, be on my meds at the same time of having a baby, because there are major birth defects that can happen to a baby, and you just don't want to put your child through that, ever. And so, I know Louise was expressing her worry about having, the baby at, 20 and a half, or 21 and a half, sorry, it's a full year and a half that I'm planning on this, and I'm 19 now, so I'll be 20 and a half when I have my first child. But I figured that it would just be best if I just have my baby before I get a job, because, my parents have said that they would watch the baby, and yeah, I do know, that it's a real responsibility, having a baby and, being a parent, and I really, it's a learning stone, you know what I mean? I've, seen my mom. I've grown up with my mom, and, she's mainly took care of us alone, so, just, having a baby and, doing want to, have the baby first, and I know Louise had expressed that she wanted to be there with me when I was going to have a baby. And yes, I want her here. I mean, I'm kind of worried to do this alone. But, nothing, I just have decided that I want to do, it. And that's really what I'm wanting to do. So, yeah. Oh, and I have a perfect shot of Mount Rainier. Way over there. That is a good picture shot. Anyway, I just have decided that I'm going to have my first baby in a year and a half. And because of that, obviously I'll want Louise to come, over and, be able to see the baby and, be with me. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I mean, yeah, I want her to be there. And I know she's probably going to be a little bit, hesitant about this. But I think I should do it. I really should. Because, to be completely honest, I've waited, a really long time. I wasn't like most of the teenagers that I grew up with, who had children in the 7th and 8th grade and then dropped out. But, I know she's just going to be really hesitant about it. But we're going to have plenty of children. And I want to be able to have my first baby in my early 20s. And onwards, So the sooner, kind of is the better because of the reproduction problem that we have in my family. So, yeah. And it's not going to be bad. I mean, it's going to be a lot better than it was. And I'm really excited. I don't know if I'm going to have a boy or a girl. And I mean, I already have a stroller and a little bassinet bed. And, clothes. Yeah, I have, a lot of little coats and a dress and, onesies and all that for, a baby for both sexes because it's right in the middle. I don't care if my baby wears boys or clothes for girls and then clothes for boys. Because really it's clothes that puts you on, it keeps you clothed. So, yeah, and I was talking to Selena and Amanda, and I was explaining to them about the sperm donor. He's going to get back to me in a few days with his response to him thinking about it, and hopefully he does it, because I will be really grateful for him to do this. And yeah, so yeah, Selena was like, well, I'll be there and I'm going to visit the baby while I'm in Washington, because she lives in a different state. And Amanda was like, I'm going to give her first lemon, or the baby the first lemon at 3 months. I'm like, oh God, no. Because I saw this video on, Facebook about this dad. He gave a baby a small thing of lemon. And it was like, big bite, and the baby just suddenly started crying, got this really icky face, and he was like, you want some more? And she was just like, no, and I was so, oh my God, I'm not doing that to my own baby, So, yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to, want to have my own baby, and, I want everyone to, subscribe and follow my blog, because this is gonna be a really crazy, vlog. And of course, once the baby comes, I'll be taking a lot of videos and posting it to the channel that I have, and so y'all get to grow up with the baby and whatnot. So yeah, and all that good jazz. So I'm really, really, really excited to have you guys, following my blog. And I want you all to just subscribe, because that'll really make me so happy. And I told my stepdad about that I'm planning on having a baby in a year and a half. And he kind of got worried, and I put him at ease. So, I'm just, really excited. Really, really, really excited. So, yeah, I cannot wait to have this, wait for this year and a half to go by. That, I'll also be videoing from school, like when I get out of school and, whatnot. And, of course, I'll be, videotaping the rest of my family, in the interaction with the baby. Hopefully I will have twins, or maybe one. I don't know yet. That kind of depends on my uterus. Or, my ovaries. Although my mom said there's like a 99.9% chance I'll end up with twins. Because the twins skipped 2 generations in my family. So it skipped my grandmother and my mother's generation, and it's on my generation. And it only happens in women. Like the men, they don't do the whole twin thing. No, and it's only in women. And now I have like a 99.9% chance that I'll end up with twins. Yeah. And my mom, I love her to death, but she's like really controlling, and she's gonna try to talk me out of it. But I have my heart set on it. I'm not letting anyone change my mind. I'll talk with Louise, and I'll make sure she's more comfortable about it, but she won't even change my mind. And yeah, but I remember, like, my mom, and it still happens to this day, she will not let me go anywhere by myself. She doesn't, let me do anything with any friends, and every time I try to ask permission, to go to like a friend's house and spend the night, it's always either a no, or it's I have to think about it type deal. And then if I want to go like out of state with a few friends, she guilt trips me into saying no, and I get so upset that I don't even want to go anymore. But my brother, and she completely flipped out on me when I had lost my virginity. Yeah, you heard me correctly. She flipped out like I was knowing she would. And I have some evidence that my brother, and he's 16 or 17, that he's sexually active with his girlfriend, and my mom doesn't care. And he's allowed to go here and there and everywhere with his friends that she has never even met, and yet she flips out on me, guilt trips me, and gets angry at me if I want to do something on my own, with friends. And she says it's because I'm a girl and he's a guy, and guys can be trusted, but, I'm not a child anymore. I mean, I'm 19. I'm technically an adult, so I'm allowed to do what I want. And she may not like it, she really won't like it. But, you know, I'm an adult. I'm allowed to do what I want. So, you know, if you guys are, like, in my age group, you know, just know it's not all picnicky being an adult. And especially when your mom is just, like, really, like, crazy. Won't actually say that she's crazy, she's more overprotective. But my thing is that, you know, mothers out there who are just becoming mothers or are mothers and have teenagers, once they hit 17, start treating them like an adult. Because once they turn 18, you legally can't, you know, do anything about it. You know, they legally can make decisions for themselves. So, like, I should tell you parents, like, if you really, really love your child, let them spread their wings and let them, you know, fly once they turn 18. I mean, that is what you've been raising your child for. You know, if I have a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. When they turn 17, I'm going to start treating them like an adult. And, you know, I'm going to let them spread their wings just a little bit. Because, mind you, they are not an adult until they turn 18. And once they turn 18, then I'm going to let them, you know, do what the hell they want. Okay, not really. They're going to fucking consult me, because if they're living underneath my house, they're going to, in my house, and they are paying rent, then they are still following my rules, whether they like it or not. But other than that, I don't care what they do. I don't care where they go. I don't care who their friends are. I am letting them spread their wings and take on life as an adult. Now, be aware, parents who are just becoming moms, your children will literally mimic you in everything you do. You need to be responsible, be respectful on how you interact with people. You know, don't swear, don't, you know, get angry at a person and start yelling and cussing them out, you know, because your children, and if you're in an abusive relationship, like, if the person's father, if your child's father is really abusive, you need to literally leave with your child, because your child will literally grow up to have anger issues, and most times will become abusive to their own spouse, because that's what they grew up seeing. And that's really not okay for a child to be in, you know. So, you know, you've got to be really respectful. You got to be, you know, kind to people, and especially to homeless people, because they don't have what we have. And sometimes they don't really have, you know, the food, and they often go hungry. So, you know, if you have your child with you, you know, give a homeless guy a few dollars so they can get something to eat. I mean, your kid is going to literally start to mimic you. And if they see you doing kind acts for people out of the sincerity of your heart, then that's what they're going to do when they grow older. They literally watch you and mimic you and apply that when, you know, you're older. Because I remember my own biological father, he was really abusive to my mom. And I kind of have hazy memories over that, so it was only like 2. And my mom left. She got us on both me and my little brother on a bus, and we came back to Washington. We were living in Iowa. And, you know, really, my mom then, you know, was, you know, really showing us about working hard, and, you know, she was teaching us, you know, how to do our own laundry and fold our own clothes and tie our own shoes and get ready in the morning for school. And, you know, I grew up seeing her, you know, cleaning up the streets during, you know, after 4th of July. And, you know, she sometimes did things undercover for the police, like drug busts and whatnot. And, you know, she was really, really a good woman. And she was really kind, and she still is. I mean, as over-controlling she can be, you know, she still is a really good and respectful woman. And even though she doesn't have to, she's taking care of my grandmother, who, as you guys know, is terminally ill and has had 17 strokes. So, you know, she may be controlling and she may be a little overbearing. We may not always see eye to eye, but, you know, I've learned how to do hard work. I've learned how to be respectful. I've learned a lot of things from my mom that I didn't with my biological father. And I've even learned from my stepdad, who you guys saw mowing the lawn. So, you know, that's my piece of advice to you guys. So, I'm going to wrap it up. It's really hot outside, and I really want to go back to my AC. Oh. And it's already like 26 minutes long. I'm so sorry that, you know, I just like completely talked to you guys about a lot of things. So, subscribe. I mean it, people, subscribe, because I'm really hoping that you guys, you know, do this. So, yeah, I'm doing this, you know, for my baby, for our multiple kids, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have more than 3 kids. So, yeah. Anyway, bye!